so welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. So we have a letter here. So if you can just focus.
Right, so this, even though we're doing one of our advice videos, it's really more of a comment because the subscriber that sent that in didn't ask for our advice, and we're not giving his name, and we'll only read the part that concerns him, where he seemed as if he might appreciate the comment. So the part was, let me see. He says, in the beginning, my girlfriend was very keen. Women know exactly how to get men's attention, the sexy dances and getting their boobs out on video calls. I'm not sure about that. But now, a year later, and after being together twice in that year, I feel the balance is not right. Meaning that it's always me to make the video call. It would go a whole day with no message from her at all, etc., etc. I don't really doubt that she does love me, but I don't know if it's a Filipino thing or it's just her. I'm laughing out loud. We have plans, she wants to marry, etc., but last night's video call, she just cut the call without even saying goodbye, let alone I love you. And that's really the part of the comment that he made that we thought might warrant a comment from us. What's your take on that, Darwin?
Maybe it's brown out. That's why it's suddenly cut. You know, it's always been brown. It's always brown out.
You need to get closer, I think, to the thing. Somebody complained about the volume.
Maybe it's brown out. That's why it cut the signal. Or maybe
you think that could have been an accident?
Maybe off data. You know, low band.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have thought of that. That's a Filipino way of looking at things. And I remember when we first started together, I couldn't understand how she could be unavailable at 10 o'clock at night. This is when we were first getting together and talking and texting, and I couldn't understand that. And then she revealed to me that she'd been walking the streets trying to find somewhere where she could buy load. Load was a foreign thing to me.
Because the other thing on that is when Terence and I are, long distance relationship. He was in Pampanga and I'm in Cebu. So Terence is always called every night, right? And there are times that I'm very, very tired. So when I came home, I just drop my phone and sleep. And when I wake up, there's a lot of missed calls. You know, and I call in the morning. He said, "What happened last night? Why is it you didn't answer your phone? You didn't pick up your phone?" And I said, "Look, I'm tired. I have my life also." So I explained. I explained to him, and I said, "I don't have load. You know, so I have a long day, so I fall asleep." You know, so maybe that's what happened. It's not all. Remember, the other problem on that is also the time difference. You know, it's morning there in your place, wherever you are in the country, and it's night here. And that whole day, your Filipina, if your Filipina is working, it might be there are some emergency, you know, hold the job, and it's very tiring. So it might be the reasons. How about you explain that to your Filipina wife? Do we have a time where we could able to talk? You know, long day off of your Filipina.
Yeah, well, he says that they have plans.
You don't have a lot of what ifs, you know, or have some doubts. But of course, you also been open about the red flags, right?
About what?
The red flags, that might your Filipina has other thing, you know. So it's always been, as always, Terence says, my eyes is open and my ears is open, you know. So don't fall on me.
Yes, right. Yeah, my quote is keep your mouth shut and your eyes open and your ears open and pay attention and trust everybody but count your change. So it could be, see, I took a different look at that. I thought that this would be a time when I would be exercising caution. Certainly you would want to do that, but you're the foreigner, so you're the one that's used to being confrontational, so you need to confront and say, what happened? See, while I didn't rush out and accuse Beth, well, you must have been out with somebody, I did want to know, how could it be? Explain to me how it could be that you're not available at 10 o'clock at night. So that's the thing that I thought.
Other thing about that, if your Filipina is living in the rural area, in the province or wherever in the city life is different. In 9 o'clock in the evening, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock is still good, roaming around.
So
right?
You're saying it depends where she lives?
It depends where she lives. Because, whereas if she's in the mountain area, of course the time is quiet, so she could sleep easily. So it might be. So depending on the clock on her body, what is the time that she fall asleep. But the other thing that you need to consider is that Filipina working? Because if your Filipina is working, then it might be the whole day work makes her knock out. But as you said, just talk to your Filipina and always been an open-minded about the possibility that you might lose her, right?
Well, you mean you might lose her because
there might be somebody else.
There might be somebody else, or if you start to be too demanding,
Yeah.
you also. But he
because
does say that he has been twice. He has been with her twice. So he's been out and spent probably 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks with her on each occasion.
But in a relationship, there's always been a trust, because sometimes if you've been nagging to your Filipina and always have a trust issue, your Filipina will be strangled, feel being tight on the neck,
Yes, but in the rest of his comment, he does. From the rest of his comment, which was to do with someone else who we had given advice to. Remember, we gave some advice to the person that was married to a German, and he was not letting her. He didn't want her to have a job, and that was something that this man commented on that and said nobody should stop anyone from having a life.
Yeah.
So you would assume from that he was willing and tolerant.
Yes. Be tolerant to your partner.
You need to talk. It always gets back to that. You need to talk. And then for me, it always was what the person says when you talk to them, it has to make sense. Does it make sense? I mean, what Beth is putting forward there is saying, well, it could have been a brownout. If it was one where the call just ended, that kind of sounds like it could be a brownout. Brownout, if you've been here twice, you will know that means that there was a power cut.
Yeah.
We have been warned now that Saturday, we're here now, Wednesday evening, and we've been told that Saturday again will be all day without power. So whatever we were planning on Saturday has gone by the board.
Yeah,
Do you want the closing word?
Yeah, so again, sir, it's about communication, and while you're still not married and also not committed fully, and also the Filipina, then it's the start of open communication. Whatever your concern, whatever her concern, it should be talked first, right? So by that, there's no misunderstanding on the relationship.
Well, hope.
So again, thank you so much, sir, for comments, and at the same time, thank you for watching our videos. Please don't escape our advertisement. Have a great day. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.